It is my pleasure to introduce someone who fights each and every day for our members and their families. We're very pleased to have with us in a moment United States Senator Kirsten Gillibrand is here with us. Let me say, Senator Gillibrand has countless legislative accomplishments on behalf of our members and their families, probably too many to list, but if I was going to start a list, I would simply start with this. She has done more work to assist our 9/11 responders and their families than anyone in elected office. Anyone. There would be no funded World Trade Center health program or victims compensation fund without Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. Period. End of story. I know the senator, I've known her for quite a while. She's relentless when she cares about something, and she has the courage of her convictions to fight for what she believes in. You know, just recently she took up, and we just had a conversation a few minutes ago, the issue of child care, and she's leading that fight. We know how important that is to us as members, but also as parents and guardians. And she's created a task force with industry holders, and I'm proud to be on that committee. But she's looking at it from in terms of increasing access and affordability for those who need child care, and then for the members that we represent, making sure that the wages, benefits, and conditions of employment are where they're supposed to be. So I know that she will not stop on child care or any other issue unless she gets something meaningful done, because Kirsten Gillibrand is not about the press release. She's not about the photo op. She's about deeds and actions. And it is our honor and privilege to have her here with us today. Earlier this spring, our Executive Council saw fit to put forth an early endorsement, as she's on the ballot, of course, this year to be reelected as United States Senator. And we will do everything necessary to ensure that Kirsten goes back and serves our members, not only here in this state, but across this country. It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you, coming from the back of the hall, our United States Senator, our friend and champion in Washington, Kirsten Gillibrand.
Yeah, I'm out at Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow. But I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Pulled me back to that McDonald's. Took it to my stash spot, 560 State Street. Catch me in the kitchen like a Simmons whipping pastry. Cruising down A Street, off-white Lexus. Driving so slow, but BK is from Texas. Me, I'm out that Bed-Stuy, home of that boy Biggie. Now I live on Billboard, and I brought my boys with me. Say what up to Tata, still sipping my top. Sitting courtside, Knicks and Nets give me high five. I be spiked out, I could trip a referee. Tell by my attitude that I'm most definitely from. With OG at a Yankee game that made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee can. You should know I bleed blue, but I ain't a crypto. But I got a gang of walking with my click though. Welcome to the melting pot. Corners where we selling Africa been by the home of the hip hop. Yellow cap, gypsy cap, dollar cap, holla back. For foreigners it ain't fair, they act like they forgot how to act. 8 million stories out there in the naked city. It's a pity half of y'all won't make it.
Thank you, everybody. Wow, what a welcome. Thank you, Union. I love your motto, Union Strong. I love the imagery, and I love all of you. You make up our state, and you make our state strong, and I'm so grateful for your leadership. Thank you, Mario, for being such an incredible leader and such an incredible voice for working people. You've made a difference every step of your career. I want to thank our Secretary-Treasurer, Terrence Melvin. Thank you for your leadership and all of your hard work and everything you've done. It's extremely gratifying to be here with so many friends and so many people who have worked day in, day out to make our state stronger. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We're actually at a turning point for organized labor. All across the country, workers are standing tall, telling employers that they will not sacrifice their health, safety, or dignity for the bottom line. At a time of rising income inequality and corporate abuse, workers are organizing. Workers are uniting and fighting for their value. I saw it when we were at the UAW strike in Tappan, and when I marched with members of SAG-AFTRA here in New York City. I saw it when we stood with WGA members right here in Times Square and in the eyes of labor leaders across the state. From Amazon workers and public employees to nurses and garment workers, domestic workers, people all across this country are joining hands and linking arms. We know that the pandemic laid bare so many of the challenges that our workers face. Many people, particularly low-wage workers and people of color, found that they had no choice but to keep working, even when they were sick, even when they were grieving, even when they couldn't get enough support or even PPE. It was outrageous. And so many workers have gone to hell and back again these past few years. And yet, even to this day, many still face low wages, a lack of decent benefits, and a system that treats them as exploitable and expendable. It's simply unacceptable, and we need to do much more to improve working conditions across the board. But the first thing that we can do and need to do is create more good, well-paying jobs and give workers more opportunities to build their careers from the outset. I was very proud to be part of the team that passed our bipartisan infrastructure law, which delivered billions of dollars for important infrastructure projects, like the Hudson River Tunnel, like the Kensington Expressway, like I-81, and many, many others. This funding has been essential, not just for making these projects possible, but also for creating good-paying jobs and growing local economies across our state. Together, we are rebuilding New York with union labor. Yet, there's a lot more we still have to do, as you know. We have to organize gig workers and pass the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights. We have to do much more to fight union busting and ban captive and audience meetings nationally, like we've already done here in New York. And we have to keep New York a union state and protect public sector workers in right-to-work states. We have to defend the NLRB and keep holding employers who break the law accountable. And one of my long-term vision for this country is a national paid leave program, because we deserve to be able to meet the needs of our families when our families need us most. I've worked hard to eliminate forced arbitration clauses. We've already done it for sexual assault and sexual harassment in the workplace. We're going to do the same for age discrimination this year. We should eliminate them entirely and the NDAs that go along with them. And as Mario mentioned, our 9/11 workers, our first responders, our community members deserve a 9/11 health bill that is permanent, that covers all their health care and meets their needs between now and their dying days. We will get that done this Congress. And although it doesn't seem related, it really is. We need robust ethics rules and term limits for members of the Supreme Court. We cannot allow billionaire employers to bribe Supreme Court justices and stack the deck against American workers. Whatever happens in November, we have to do everything we can to defend this democracy. We have to defend our freedom of speech. We have to defend a woman's right to bodily autonomy and basic civil rights and civil liberties. And legislatively, we have to get the PRO Act done. It is an outrage that we don't have basic guarantees for workers to collectively organize and to represent workers. We have a heavy lift, men and women of labor. We have it, but we've done it before, and we're going to get it done again. God bless you all, and go labor.
Yeah, I'm out at Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow. But I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem.